can build this.
Bam.
Deck.
All right, we're live again, guys. All right, I fixed that. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, cool. All right, so I'll let y'all guys do that real quick. We got plenty of time here, but anytime I type on my keyboard, it acts like I don't know if it's shift or what have you, but it's like ridiculously stuck, and I cannot use my primary keyboard, which we have got to figure out how to, or not my primary, but my secondary keyboard, which we have to fix because that's where we do a lot of other stuff on. You said from settings, right?
Accessibility. And then keyboard? At least that's what it's telling me.
I got it. I'm at ease of access, keyboard down.
Well, saying to say that's how you say
Keyboard. Yeah, there's a lot of people said it could be allow the shortcut keys or sticky keys.
I mean, there's also a way to troubleshoot it.
What's your suggestion? Nope, it's still not
It
working.
just says settings, system, troubleshoot. Try to see if you can see if there's an error in it.
Yeah, I don't understand what the hell happened to this thing. Alright, I'm gonna do my best not to worry about it. We just did Callahan on so that's our cat right here. Double check, we didn't save him. And, okay, every now and then we get these types. Let me refresh. Cool looking character there. They kind of knew exactly what school he belonged to just by the description.
Yeah, it did.
Imagine if Rex Six Shot Callahan actually was at a North Academy.
No, they'd kick him out. And this is Rex Six Shot Callahan. He's not a student.
I mean, no, that's a whole man.
That's a whole man. All right, who's our next one after Six Shot Callahan? This is Vincent.
Yep, Vincent Alcott. Black hair, slicked back, pristine white uniform jacket with gold trim, carrying a dueling briefcase instead of a deck box. Personality polite but arrogant, thinks dueling is a gentleman's sport. Enrolled in North Academy but accidentally ended up transferred to South. Instead of leaving, he decided to civilize the students there. Constantly drinks imported tea before duels. Calls people worm only to congratulate them when they win. They may even hand out some rare cards on occasion if you can beat them. Oh, that's another one.
Yep.
Okay.
This guy works here. Okay, well this one is rendering. Flynn's gonna check that next deck there. I'm gonna see what else we could do. I guess the only thing that I don't even understand. I must have hit it with my elbow or something. God, it's so ridiculous that it's so finicky that I could have him.
Wonder what kind of deck Vincent Alcott will have. What's a deck that says gentleman?
Valkyries.
See what you did there.
It looks like that deck does not have. That description doesn't have the deck.
I mean, I'm just saying Valkyries for, Schroeder board.
Dalton, when you looked up the keyboard, was it strictly the
I looked up JLab keyboard.
hmm.
So they're saying it's automatically treating as if it's a press.
That's what it seems to be, because when I press the T button, because I'm trying to type it sends me to the taskbar. So if that's a short key binding, then that means that shift has to be the locked in thing. So Vincent is a North Academy. He's from North Academy, but he was accidentally transferred to South. Well, there's a lot of story implications of that guy. And what year did they say he would? Did they give him a year?
No.
What, based on his deck, what do you think he is?
Valkyrie say year 3.
Does he not have a deck?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I suggested, Valkyrie.
Just gonna do that.
I mean, this is one of those characters you can slot into whatever year you think is going to have the least representation.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, alright, we got that guy done. Alright, Juniper Jinx.
Yep, Juniper Jinx. Appearance: wild black and green hair, mismatched clothes, plaid skirt with combat boots, a chain wallet, and a tarot deck she shuffles while staring people down. She's eccentric, unpredictable, and a little creepy. She claims her cards whisper to her, and sometimes her predictions freakishly come true. She laughs at inappropriate times, and once convinced half her classmates she cursed a vending machine.
Things y'all guys come up with. Shit.
Different academies. They can literally put them anywhere.
Do me a favor, if you guys are reading off characters, can you get me a tally somewhere so we know who we got to send points to?
Okay, so for the characters so far, one to Derek, and 3 to Speed.
Gotcha.
Also, if you want to count of how the points, I did give you a tally.
Oh, see, that's perfect. A tally of all the ones I have to pay out for these.
Yeah, I gave you a tally of all the characters.
Okay. And who they belong to?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We just have to do the same thing for the decks as well.
I don't have a tally for the guide, so.
Alright, that one is loading there. While we wait for that, I'm going to try to figure out anything that we can to get this keyboard working.
I've tried turning it off and on again.
Yeah.
It's time for a new keyboard. How long have you had it?
I just got it, actually. Or not just got it, but got it before we started filming South Academy.
Not that long. Oof.
Nope, that's why it's a shock here as to why it's not working. Okay, all right. There's our character. Interesting. Not even dual monster cards, just tarot cards. Love it. Alright, so there is Juniper Jinx, and we're gonna put Juniper at South Academy. Very aesthetically, and then Flint, did you check her? Does she have a deck?
Juniper Jinx does not have a deck.
Okay, we're gonna put her at South. We'll say that she is a third year, and then we'll let you go ahead and work on that. And then
So for Juniper Jinx, how about Fortune Ladies?
yeah, that makes sense.
Like they're literally, you know, meant.
That is true. And for Vincent, what year?
Let's do fourth.
Okay, then.
Dang, fourth year Vincent. All right.
Yeah. All right, I'm on Tommy. Let me check Tommy's right here.
Yeah, these ones are interesting because they don't give a ton.
I guess it's time for me to start reading Tommy's.
Tommy's full characters seem to be right below here, but then Tommy has like character concepts.
Okay,
right there.
is that what these three are right here? Is the character?
Yeah, those seem like
concepts?
character concepts, and then down here it looks like full characters from Tommy.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna highlight this one. While Dalton takes over reading the Tommy, starting with Camelo, go ahead and flesh the three out. Vance, if you can.
Do you want me just to read the ideas out?
No, go ahead and get me something like a good description.
Like
of
actual
them or
make characters
something.
for yeah.
Yeah.
Make
Oh,
characters
okay.
Yeah,
for
get me something here because I see the concept of the person, but there's not like, hey, this is what this person looks like. This is where they go to school at. Like, flesh them out more.
Yes. So the next one for an actual person is going to be Camila from Tommy down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dalton, go ahead and read that one in advance if you could fix those ones from it. I don't know if you could edit them or what to fix them.
No, can't. You can't
think I
edit a
can,
person's comment.
Okay. All right. We'll let you work on that real quick, Vance, and then go ahead, Dalton, with Camilla.
Camilla
I'm not gonna
Ribeiro.
lie, you might want to put Flint on this because I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh decks like that, to be honest.
No.
So-
The type of who
You're
they
just
are, what
making
they
the
look
characters.
like. Yeah.
You're just making
okay,
the
gotcha,
characters.
gotcha. Okay.
Camila Ribeiro, third-year South Academy student from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Camila was born in the favelas of Rio de Janeiro, where life was always loud, messy, and dangerous. Growing up, she was forced to develop toughness early on. Fights, arguments, and territorial disputes were daily occurrences in her neighborhood. Her first exposure to duel monsters came through survival. Older kids in favela often gambled with cards, and Camilla watched them play with awe. She couldn't afford real cards, so she drew her own fake dragons on scraps of paper and dueled with her younger siblings. When she was 11, one of the local card sharks laughed at her fakes and gave her a Yugioh dragon card as a joke, telling her, "Here, this one's as wild as you are." That card became her treasure. Over years of scraping together trades, stolen cards, and sheer luck, she built her Yugioh deck, a symbol of her fighting spirit. Camilla's aggressive style earned her respect locally, and eventually earned a spot in South Duel Academy. Unlike many others who saw the South as a dumping ground, she saw it as an opportunity, a place where survival meant strength, and strength meant respect. Personality is fierce, independent, protective, isn't afraid to fight for underdogs physically or in duels. Competitive, hot-headed, distrustful, struggles with authority. Deck is Ryugi. Visual, long, wavy, loose, and wild dark brown hair. Sharp and fierce amber eyes. Modified uniform. Jacket sleeves rolled up. Chain necklace, red scarf, athletic, and toned body. Flint, you got someone that can protect you.
Yay!
I just wish I had someone to protect me from this yandere I'm going to be running into. I am so hyped to actually run into her.
She in North.
Yep, she's a North.
Interesting.
Second year North. Second year
This
North
is
Academy
a-
student.
This is a very interesting deck.
What, Ryugi?
Yeah. There's I kind of dig this.
I never seen the deck, so I'll have to look it up myself.
Don't know the it's pendulum. Scales
Uh,
0 to 11. 0 and 11.
Pendulum
So
is
they're going to be pendulum level 10 monsters.
They also have a ritual. Yeah,
Yeah.
a ritual pendulum deck. Nice.
Yeah, so this is gonna be cool because you got the final bringer of the end times. You got the rail cannons package.
Monster Cardo!
Yeah, this is pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool.
Interesting.
Also, the monsters are isn't half bad.
Alright, still working on the load there. Vance, how's the description coming?
Writing a background right now, then making the description.
Nice.
Because the background's pretty vague too, so I'm just giving you a little more.
Okay, perfect. Still working on that. Dalton, while we're waiting, how's the chat looking, buddy?
Subaquatic Panda. My bad. I don't think I put years for those 3 characters I made. You should feel ashamed of yourself.
No, it happens, man. It happens. Hopefully we'll see how these characters turn out, though. I'm a little interested. If Flint thinks the deck is pretty interesting, that means it's gonna pop off.
I wouldn't mind testing it out.
Run it.
So,
Wow.
Subaquatic Panda, I'm pretty sure is Speedwhack.
Alright, I'm restarting my other computer to see if that fixes it. And we'll go to
Let's hope.
And I don't know.
Activate Pot of Greed and draw 2 cards. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, knew it was you, Speedwagon. Knew it was you.
Cool. We'll set the scales from 0 to 11.
And pop off. Awesome. So Sean is in chat, and they only asked the Speedwagon what years he should be.
And that's it. That's all I can do for this turn. Okay. Okay.
Alright, everybody hold your breath. Son of a bitch. No? It lets me type in the numerical keys on the top.
Trying to think of a good dual spirit for this person.
Which one?
this third year who was involved in a tragic accident and is relying on her dual spirit to maintain her sanity.
Crash Clown.
No. It was a
Wicked Ghost.
Dark Lord Nurse Reficule.
Ooh.
What was that?
Dark Lord Nurse Reficule.
I don't know how to spell that.
We just call it Nurse Reficule.
Just look up Dark Lord Nurse.
Fair.
Okay.
Or just Nurse, because there's only 3 cards with Nurse.
Nurse Dragon Maid. Got it.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. If it was going to play that deck, it's going to be my character when Dalton dies.
Okay, we're going to switch to this one.
Oh, sorry. You can probably hear my clacks. Let me mute my mic.
I don't know. Can you hear my clacks when I type?
I can't when you type. At least right now, anyway.
I'm not typing at the moment.
I have like a studio mic, so it picks up a lot more than like a headset mic.
Yep.
I'm not even using a headset. I have a mic right in front of my keyboard.
Nice.
Just staring at me. Menacingly.
ChatGPT is slow tonight, man. Holy crap.
I mean, I can send you the website I use. It'll probably be quicker.
No, well, this one keeps all the characters' art styles relatively the same, and it bases off the prompts, the original prompts that were given, so I don't want to rewrite everything just to try to rebuild on another platform.
Who would have thought the day that I get my PC back up and running, Phantoms goes, keyboard goes kaput.
Yep, just my keyboard should work.
I mean, look on the bright side, Phantom. At least your headphone jack for your tower works.
Yep. Okay. This is the character. All right, she's a threat. And that was Camilla third from South. Yeah, Camilla's from South Academy.
Yep.
Okay. Camilla third South. All right. Bam.
Next up is Anastasia Ivanova. Or Anastasia. 4th year Self Academy student from St. Petersburg, Russia. Anastasia grew up in St. Petersburg, a city tied to rivers, ports, and the sea. Her father was a naval officer who instilled in her the value of discipline and resilience, while her mother was an art historian, teaching her patience and appreciation for detail. She discovered duel monsters at 10, drawn to the Atlantean and Mermaid cards because of their balance of beauty and ferocity. For her, they represented strength hidden beneath grace, just like the ocean, calm on the surface, but deadly in its depths. When she entered South Duel Academy, she met Nikolai Volkov, another Russian duelist. From the very beginning, they clashed. Nikolai was brash, arrogant, and obsessed with proving himself the strongest. Anastasia, disciplined and strategic, despised his recklessness. Their rivalry grew legendary over the years, with countless duels between them ending in narrow victories for one or the other. This rivalry defined Anastasia's academy life. While she may not admit it, she is partly thankful for Nikolai. Without him, she might not have grown into such a calculating and adaptive duelist. But at the same time, their inability to reconcile has left a bitter scar. She hates being compared to him and sees him as a shadow that refuses to leave her side. I see them falling in love. Anyone else seeing that?
Nah.
Personality is disciplined, determined, calm, composed, intelligent, rigid, stubborn, sometimes too proud to accept help. Rivalry with Nikolai consumes her more than she realizes. She defines her growth against him instead of just herself. Deck is Atlantean mermaid. Visual, long pale blonde hair, kept neat, cold blue eyes, perfectly maintained uniform, silver pendant shaped like a seashell, tall, elegant, athletic.
Alright, there she is. We have to change her background later, but that is her. Anastasia, 4th year, South. The cool thing is that, you know, our schools have only gone by 1 week, so they definitely haven't met everybody in a week. Dalton met most of the people in a week.
Yes, we don't talk about that until they see it.
Alright, how's go on to the next one and then we'll see where Vance is.
Nikolai Volkov, Year 4 South Academy student. Nationality is Moscow, Russia. Nikolai grew up in Moscow, the son of a wealthy but corrupt businessman. Aren't all of them? His childhood was filled with lessons about how the world is unfair, that money, manipulation, and deception always outweigh pure talent. Instead of resenting it, Nikolai embraced this worldview. At age 12, he discovered duel monsters, falling in love with the trap tricks archetype. I already hate this guy. Their style of luring enemies into traps, ambushing, and turning the opponent's aggression against them spoke directly to his philosophy. Why fight head on when you can make others destroy themselves? When he entered South Duel Academy, he quickly made a name for himself as a clever and frustrating opponent, obviously. His matches often dragged out, with opponents getting caught in endless snares until they had no resources left. While some admired his intelligence, many found him arrogant, condescending, and manipulative. His rivalry with Anastasia Ivanova started the moment he met her. Where Anastasia values discipline and honor, Nikolai mocks her rigid soldier's pride. He considers her predictable, the kind of person who will always play fair and thus can be outwitted. Their duels became the stuff of the Academy legend. Icy composure versus venomous cunning. Deep down, though, Nikolai respects her persistence, even if he'd never admit it aloud. Personality: cunning and manipulative, arrogant, charismatic, trickster, petty, vindictive when things don't go his way, obsessed with proving others wrong, especially Anastasia. Sometimes sabotages himself by going too far and trying to humiliate his opponents. Deck trap tricks: visual, slick back, dark brown hair, sharp green eyes, casually worn uniform, tie loose, blazer open, sleeves rolled up, black ring, lean, tall, quick moving.
Just like a South Academy student. Alright. This is Nikolai. Fourth in, he is from South. How's that deck looking?
Which one?
Nikolai.
Trap tricks.
Nikolai is from South. It's Trap Tricks. I don't like it.
Same.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's it looks to be granted, I don't know how to play it, like personally play it, but playing against it, like I see 2 ofs and I see 1 of monster cars, so I'm assuming this person played Trap Tricks before, because certain cars, there's just certain numbers of each card.
Okay. All right, and before we move on here, Vance, how's the? You still working?
Yep, I have one of them done here if you want that.
Well, let's hit all of them at the same time. So we'll go ahead and
okay. Well, I don't know how much work you want me to put into these, but I
not that much.
Fleshed out a whole character for it, so like.
Go nuts.
Okay. All right.
Go
I
ahead.
will continue to build these then. It'll take a bit of time because it is so just an idea, but yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on with Tommy's next one there, Dalton.
Yeah. Arav Mehta, second year West Academy student, Mumbai, India. Arav grew up in Mumbai, where his family ran a small, struggling restaurant near the waterfront. Life wasn't glamorous, long hours, constant financial strain, but Arav's parents taught him to find joy in the simple things. Despite his cheerful upbringing, Arav always felt overlooked compared to his older cousins, who excelled academically or professionally. One day he stumbled across a stack of old Duel Monster cards at a market stall. Among them were Flamevell Magician and Flamevell Fire Dog. The imagery of the fire burning relentlessly, never giving up, despite being surrounded by larger forces, spoke to him. He began dueling obsessively, not because he wanted to win tournaments, but because it gave him a sense of identity and pride that he didn't get elsewhere. When an opportunity came to apply to West Duel Academy, he jumped at it. Even though it wasn't the most prestigious academy for him, it wasn't about prestige, but about freedom, a chance to prove that even someone ordinary can make sparks fly. Energetic, optimistic, resilient, reckless in dueling, struggles with insecurity, hates being ignored or underestimated. Flamevell is the deck, visual, black, messy hair, warm brown eyes, Duel Academy uniform with rolled sleeves, wristbands, necklace, average height.
Okay, let's see what it looks like. And while we're waiting, Dalton, go ahead and check our comments section. How's it going?
Nothing said so far.
Perfect. Well, welcome, everybody.
We still got, 2 people watching, and I think I'm one of them.
Thanks for that.
Welcome.
Alright, this is our kid right here. And his name is...
Araf.
Yep. And
Hi, Dual Dimensions.
second year West. Go over the next one. How's the deck look there, actually, Flint?
Okay, I've been looking at like a lot of decks. Somewhat playable.
You're looking at a Flameveld deck now.
No, Flameveld deck? Yeah, I remember that one.
Jisu,
Go ahead.
oh wow, these three are all West Academy students. Third year West Academy, Busan, South Korea. Jisu grew up in Busan, the bustling port city, where the sea was always part of his life. This makes like the third or fourth character that was by the sea. His family was wealthy, running a successful shipping company, but Jisu's childhood was marked less by comfort and more by expectations. As always, he was raised to be ambitious, competitive, and unyielding. At 9 years old, he discovered duel monsters through his cousin, who gave him a small starter deck. Jisu quickly grew obsessed, not just with winning, but with mastering overwhelming power. When he eventually came across the legendary Dragon Ruler cards, oh god, no. Their strength and dominance resonated with his desires to break past the mediocrity he associated with his surroundings. He chose West Duel Academy deliberately. To him, West represented the perfect battleground, full of ordinary duelists against whom he could shine brightest and prove he was destined for greatness. And he did succeed in that. He's one of the top duelists in the academy, while being a third year. Academy is just a stepping stone for him. He wants to crush his opponents quickly. Personality is ambitious, proud, intelligent, arrogant, impatient, and has trust issues. He's running a Dragon Ruler deck, and his visual is slightly long and stylish dark brown hair, sharp, piercing eyes, academy uniform with sleek jacket, tall, lean, but athletic.
Okay. Let's see what he looks like. Alright, that looks like the same kid. We'll do a little bit of tweaking. I just want to make sure that the visuals are lining up there, but that is Juso Kim from 3rd year West Academy.
That is a very good question, Dual Dimensions. I have no idea how many characters per year.
So we know what they are for first years, at least. Typically,
I think isn't it like
8.
20 person? Oh, 8 first year.
Typically 8. Some schools have up to 16, and some have a little bit more. But right now, for what our heroes know, is that there are at least 8. There's 12 in West canonly right now. More to show up.
Yeah, with some pretty great decks that I definitely need to upgrade mine.
Yeah, but well, you got points now, Flint. All right, go ahead with the next one.
I don't know, Vance. How you looking over there?
Good. Almost finished with the second one. Moving on to the third soon.
Cool.
Gosh dang it. Jacob Kowalski, 4th year.
I'm cooking. Let me cook.
No, get out the kitchen. Jacob Kowalski, 4th year West Academy student. I am not pronouncing that. They're from Poland. Jacob grew up in Poland, historic port city. Another port city! Surrounded by tales of sailors, storms, and freedom on the sea. His father was a fisherman who spent long days away, while his mother worked at the docks. Young Jacob idolized seafaring stories and always imagined the ocean as a place of adventure and danger. One day, while rummaging through a seaside card shop, he stumbled upon a box of Plunder Patrol cards. Oh no, that terrifies me a little. Their pirate thing resonated with him, not only because of the sea, but because the archetype represented rebellion, freedom, and brotherhood. From that day on, Jacob became obsessed with building a deck that mirrored the adventurous life he lived. longed for. Choosing West Duel Academy was natural. Its oceanic setting and reputation for producing instinctual duelists felt like home. He quickly earned a reputation for being a bold, reckless at times, but undeniably clever, a pirate both in attitude and style. In the academy, he's known for skipping class to either go to the harbor or organize mock duels. He challenges strong duelists because he wants excitement. Personality, charismatic, playful, loud, social, always joking, loves to make an entrance. Adventurous, reckless, overconfident, escapist and hides his insecurities behind jokes and bravado. Like an older brother to younger students. Deck is Plunder Patrol. Blonde, messy hair, slightly windswept, loosely tied back hair. Sea green eyes, academy uniform with long coat, styled like a pirate captain. Small pendant shaped like ship's wheel, fit but lanky.
Okay. So that's our guy, huh? See what he looks like. Ah, okay. I can dig it.
I hate this so much.
You hate this guy so much.
No. Look, when I'm trying to watch a stream, for some reason, it doesn't want to stay like at the live point.
Ah, I see.
The moment I go off of it, it will just freeze.
Alright. There he is.
I like how his
Oh
collar.
wow.
Yeah, I like the anchor on this, or the fucking wheel.
So many kids
yeah.
rate. Yeah. Yeah, you're noticing that too, right, Speedwagon? So many kids race near the ocean. I'm wondering if Tommy was watching like Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
Well, I will say this though.
Also-
West Academy is off of the ocean, so I wonder if that might have something to do with it. Oh, dude, this dude's deck's gonna be pretty dope. Actually, I just seen the Iron Chain deck, so hopefully.
Unfortunately,
it's pretty
Iron
cool.
Chain is just bad.
I know it is, but the deck's gonna it seems cool. So go ahead, read this one.
Well, we're going to
Lucia
talk about
Delgado?
that too. Okay.
Second year East Academy student. Seville, Spain. Lucia grew up in Spain in a working class family where her father was a metal worker and her mother worked long shifts in a textile factory. We can't have a Yugioh character, so we can't have so many Yugioh characters with parents. She often spent her childhood hanging around scrapyards, workshops, and industrial areas. Fascinated by machinery and decay, while most kids were drawn to the glamorous decks, she found something captivating in the Iron Chain archetype, which reminded her of the heavy, rusty chains she saw hanging in her father's workshop. Her childhood wasn't easy. Money was tight. Her parents constantly argued about bills. To escape, she threw herself into duel monsters. The Iron Chain monsters were, with their poisonous grinding style, became her way of expressing the bitterness and frustration she couldn't say out loud. They weren't pretty or popular cards, but she loved their raw, destructive power. Lucia chose East Duel Academy because she didn't want to be trapped in poverty and struggled she grew up in. Poverty and struggle she grew up in. She saw the Academy's adventurous reputation as a chance to forge her own path, away from expectations and her family's arguments. Personality is tough, guarded, realist, pessimistic, struggles with trust, compares herself to others. Deck is Iron Chain, and Vigil is dark brown hair, tied in a messy braid with strands falling loose. Hazel eyes, Academy uniform with rugged jacket tied around her waist, bandana around her wrist, small chain bracelet, lean, wiry. That's right, we must drown out Team Magma forever! We can't let these aqua grunts get in our way.
All right, this is our character here. Let me go ahead and get her pulled up. Second from east. All right, while I get her in there. How's her deck look?
I'm learning Iron Chain.
Okay. It's
Flynn,
super
if you ever run into this character, you'll have a lot to talk about.
super weak deck, but it's a fun
No,
deck.
yeah, it is.
It's fun
It's
though.
it's slow, a little slow.
All right.
Honestly, if you're going to make legacy support for an older archetype, I say Iron Chain needs it.
Is the Iron Chain going to second deck?
Yes, in a sense because of their boss monster, Iron Chain Dragon.
Ah.
Because Iron Chain Dragon mills your opponent's deck, but you can't really attack on the first turn.
All right, go ahead with Mateo.
No! Matteo Bianchi?
Yep.
Third-year East Academy student from Florence, Italia.
Oh my God, there's so many more characters.
Yes, like I said, 29 of these are Tomies. Matteo grew up in Florence in a family with strong traditions in martial arts. His grandfather ran a small but respected dojo, and Matteo trained from a young age in discipline, focus, and self-control. His childhood was shaped by the dojo's principles. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, I don't know how to play this deck.
His dojo's principles: honor, patience, and
Hold on.
strength. But outside the dojo, Mateo's life was more complicated. His father pushed him toward academic success, seeing martial arts as a hobby, while his mother encouraged him to pursue art and creativity. So, Goku and Chi-Chi, stuck between conflicting expectations, Mateo developed the habit of trying to be perfect for everyone. Never complaining, always working, always adapting. When he discovered the dual avatar deck, he felt it reflected his own struggles. Warriors bound by masks, always in pairs, always mirroring. The deck archetype became his way of channeling his inner conflict between who he wanted to be and who everyone else wanted him to be. Choosing East Dual Academy was a way of escaping the constant pressure at home and testing himself in an environment where survival depended on adaptability. If he wanted to do that, he should have went to North. Or South. Calm, composed, disciplined, struggles with his own identity, bottles up frustration, can come across as aloof or above others when because of his calm demeanor. If he's in trouble, isn't afraid to use his martial arts to protect himself. Deck is dual avatar, visual, straight black hair, neatly tied in a short ponytail, deep brown eyes, academy uniform with loose sleeves, sash-style belts, wristbands, small wooden prayer bead bracelet, tall, lean, athletic from years of martial arts training.
All right. See who this guy is. Yep. And that is Mateo. Third year from East with dual avatar. Alright. You on with this other guy.
Elif Yilmaz?
I think so.
That's pretty
a
cool deck.
a What, Dual Avatar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dual Avatar is actually not that bad.
Oh, I know this deck.
Yeah, like Dual Avatar was actually meta for a short bit.
No, this deck that's you're about to read.
Oh, fucking Labyrinth? Oh, I hate this so much. But yeah, Elif Yilmaz, 4th year East Academy student, grew up in Istanbul, Turkey. Elif grew up in Istanbul in a family of architects, designers, surrounded by blueprints, old Ottoman structures, and the intertwining streets of the city. She always loved puzzles, hidden paths, and the beauty of structures that concealed more than they revealed. But her childhood wasn't without shadows. As a girl, she often felt overlooked in the family that valued her older brother. Brilliant, charming, and successful. Elif, quieter and more introspective, developed a sense that she was always second best. She began to hide her true feelings behind a calm, polite exterior. When she discovered the Labyrinth archetype, it resonated deeply with her. Traps, hidden routes, and controlled group agents. She became fascinated with the dual strategies that forced opponents to walk into her designs. Almost like she was the unseen architect of every match. She enrolled in East Duel Academy both to escape the suffocating comparisons at home and to prove that her quiet style of dueling had as much worth as her brother's more aggressive, charismatic way. Personality is intelligent, patient, loves strategy, reading, observing before acting, polite, reserved, struggles with feelings of inadequacy, keeps people at a distance, afraid of rejection over things. Deck is Labyrinth, visual, long wavy black hair, braided, partially to the side, hazel eyes, academy uniform with darker shades, lace trim, subtle gothic touches, silver pendants shaped like a key, slim, slightly taller than average.
Alright, let's see. I did make a mistake, I think. And how are they're using Labyrinth, you said?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes. A deck I still play today.
One second here. With that die. Okay. A Leaf's deck, or a Leaf's profile is getting worked on right now. How are you doing? Oh my goodness, the bar reloaded. We're not even halfway down the rail yet.
Hell no, we aren't.
Again, we need to put a limit on Tomy.
Yeah, I made that joke earlier. I was like, I'm gonna have to tell the man. I was like, you get 5. You get 5. If
How about 50? I'll do times 10. How are we looking over there, Vance?
Almost done typing up the last bit of this personality.
Thank goodness.
I actually really like this last character, but we'll see if it is a character you even want in the campaign, so...
Hey, the more the merrier.
Yeah, well, this one has a bit to it, so we'll see if you like it.
All right, we're still waiting. It's almost done here with our character here.
I'm just saying, if Tomy was a channel member, they would be the richest person.
What school should I give an absolute problem duelist to? Not like a troubled kid, but like a duelist that you probably just don't want to duel.
Oh, North has all of them.
Then I want to give it somewhere else.
Give him somebody that's a threat over at West. I
was gonna say I could put her in West or South and be very happy with.
Yeah, I was like either way, yeah, because they don't really have threats there.
I beg to differ. I just like Mirai Kumo getting mad.
Fair,
Okay,
fair.
so South is 1 and West is 2.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Shit. That's 1.
I mean, fair. She comes from a family of like scammers, psychics, so they could probably not afford to send her anywhere but South. So.
Oh, there you go. Your guys are a bunch of scammers, so you guys are definitely South.
I mean,
She hates her family, and that's nothing to do with them. But her family are phony psychics. So
I love it.
So while reading through, Tommy's character, I noticed another trend, and it's really just siblings hating a sibling hating another sibling because they keep on getting compared to them.
Alright, go ahead with our next character. She is from the Philippines.
Nah. Van said he was good to go.
Oh, already started.
I said almost. I got like one more paragraph to. I got one, not paragraph, one more sentence to go. So like, do this one first.
You monster! I sold Reyes. Second year South Academy student from the Philippines. When I saw it was 7, she was caught in a tragic boat accident. Another ocean one. During a storm near her home. She survived but nearly drowned, and the trauma caused lasting damage to her vocal cords, leaving her unable to speak more than a faint whispers. Her family, though loving, struggled to understand her silence, and many peers avoided her either out of pity or discomfort. Why don't they just learn ASL? In those lonely years, I so discovered something strange. A faint, gentle voice that wasn't her own would sometimes echo in the minds of those near her, revealing what she felt or thought. At first, this ability was completely out of her control. And her vulnerable emotions, fear, sadness, confusion, would spill out into the minds of others at inopportune times, frightening people and driving them away further. The more isolated she became, the stronger the connection grew, until she finally realized that the voice belonged to a dual spirit that had bonded with her since the accident. Over time, with training, she learned to keep her spirit's voice suppressed. Most of the time, but whenever she's flustered, embarrassed, or panicked, the spirit speaks, in air quotes, for her involuntarily, blurting out thoughts she desperately wanted to hide. This has made her terrified of intimacy and trust, even though deep down she craves friendship more than anything else. Personality is reserved, gentle, observant, deeply afraid of rejection, pushes people away before they can get too close. Her involuntary spirit voice embarrasses her and feeds her anxiety, self-conscious to the point of exhaustion. Values bonds more than trust. Deck, it says just some psychic or water deck, up to you, Phantom. Visual, long jet black hair braided loosely over her shoulder, deep brown, soft, melancholic eyes, light, airy dress with pastel colors, weathered leather notebook for writing her thoughts, slim, delicate frame, restless hands.
Alright, this is our character.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's 2 isolds. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Speedwagon, it is a threat. What we learn is stay away from the ocean.
You know, the ocean, I guess, is the real villain.
Yeah, look what happens to Mako Tsunami. That freaky fish guy.
Alright.
You're right.
Diego Morales. Or, how you doing, Vance?
I have all 3 done.
Alright, so alright, where is the descriptions at?
Yeah, I was gonna ask where you want me to send them. Do you want me to put them in the character creation, or...?
Yeah, go ahead and drop them down here at the very bottom. I just have to remember Diego's our next guy.
Okay, I'll just do 1 each. I'll go from my least favorite to my favorite.
Drop them in there. We'll give Dalton a break. We'll let Dalton do a review of everything else while you read off Diego, and we'll catch those 3 at the end.
Okay, yeah, let me throw these in, and then I'll scroll up to Diego for you.
Actually, Flint, this one said that Diego, the deck is up to us. Are you working on that one? Or did you jump to the next one?
Diego.
Yeah, the deck is up to us.
Okay, let me scroll up to Diego.
Let me see.
What date was Diego posted?
It was posted on 8:30.
8:30, okay.
How about the amazing?
Okay, got it. You ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, Diego Morales. Or Morales?
Yeah, Morales.
Morales.
Like Miles Morales.
Third year in South from Veracruz, Mexico. Diego grew up in a dangerous neighborhood where crime was an everyday reality. From a young age, he saw people he loved get hurt by thieves, corrupt officials, and people who thought power gave them the right to abuse others. His father, the ocean again.
Another one!
Was mugged several times returning from work, and his older sister nearly got caught up in gang violence before their family managed to send her away. Young Diego decided then and there that the world was wrong, that bad people were ruining it for everybody else, and that it was his duty to fix it. Of course, he was just a boy, powerless to fight back, but he clung to that ideal with everything he had. Duel Monsters became his outlet. He saw the game as a way of fighting evil without blood, a place where justice could win if you were clever and brave enough. Though his dueling skills are good, his real power lies in his unshakable optimism. He genuinely believes no evil is unbeatable and no friend is beyond saving. He clashes often with the cruel students who exploit others, and though he doesn't always win, he never backs down. Personality: heroic mindset, kind, protective, naive, impulsive, self-sacrificial, charismatic, inspires others, fiercely loyal. Deck,
Okay.
up to Phantom.
It's
Visual.
hero, right?
Heroes, that makes sense,
Destiny.
honestly.
No. Give this man Vendread.
What about
Visual: dark brown hair, slightly messy, warm hazel eyes, red t-shirt, tied piece of rope around his left arm, calling it a hero's band. Lean but athletic, chest out, small wooden pendant shaped like a shield. I mean, you gotta give him something, heroes, yeah.
What about
absolutely.
heroic?
Yeah. Heroic Challenger? I mean, we can give him Destiny Hero.
Destiny hero, yeah. What year is he? Third year?
Yes. They're yourself, Ken. I say something like Vendread, Heroic Challenger could be one, but Vendread or Destiny Hero for me.
Interesting. The AI had an issue with...
Well, I mean, if if he was gonna be like he wants to be the hero, it's like one single hero. It could be a Neos deck.
Neospatium? Just give him Rainbow Neos.
Do Battling Boxer?
I feel like Battle and Boxer, there will be a character who boxes, right? Like,
Oh, 100%. And that's going to be my character if Dalton dies.
Too late. He's dead.
No! Well, time to make a Battling Boxer deck and start boxing everyone I see. I'm punching Charlie in the face first.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be some kind of hero deck.
No, we're just going to have 2 Ice Souls. I'm pretty sure different academies as well. Yeah. Yeah, they're at different academies.
Oh. That is very
Literally
interesting. Hold up, guys.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What?
I've never seen that before, especially on this version.
Yeah, the fishing business must be the business to go into.
oh,
Look how
also,
many-
I mean, if you want, yeah, just like Good Guys, because that anime came out recently, you could do Sky Strikers.
I think we already have a player. I think we already have a duelist in the PC with Sky Striker. But it's up to family if he wants to overlap.
What year is this duelist?
Third.
Third.
I can build them the most meta Sky Striker deck possible. I
Then
used
no
to play
Sky Striker. Then no Sky Striker. Jesus.
This will be turn. Well, if he goes second, OTK, the perfect deck.
How are we gonna pull that off then?
I still say Vendred.
How do you spell that?
Vendred?
Yeah, because it's hard. I'm not.
Venderead.
Okay,
That's a ritual
VEN.
based art. Yeah,
What?
VEN. D as in David. READ.
Alright, so for some reason, it says I have reached my limit for ChatGPT. So I'm going to do some research on that, but I think, guys, we're going to end the stream right here while I get some stuff looked at. There's been a lot of technical difficulties on my side. I got to figure out what the hell happened. But we're going to end on Diego Morales. I'll go ahead and generate that picture, and we're going to fix it there in the background. So we'll have it ready for the next one. I'm going to put a
Okay.
a
I was
fire
gonna
heart.
say we could do a live deck profile.
Well, that's the other problem too, is that my other side's jammed up there.
True.
What do we decide on Diego's deck?
I mean, I think Destiny Heroes.
All right, are we doing Destiny Heroes, Flint?
Heroes. All right, let me pull up the GX era and see what his deck looks like.
Okay. All right, on the next stream, which will be fairly quick because this one had to get ended so shortly. We're gonna start on Diego. Make sure I'll finish up Diego with his art, and then we're gonna start on Speedwagon's Lady. Oh my god, I don't want to pronounce that yet. Okay.
Lady also Dulac.
There you go. That's the one from North Academy. But all right, everybody, I appreciate everybody for swinging by. Again, apologize for all the technical difficulties. I'll get this shit fixed. But with that, we will see you all in the next one.
Thanks for showing up. Make sure to subscribe.